Hey guys, it's Dev, and today I'm going to be making a video on making coupletties. And coupletties are tortellini, but since we're Italian, we call them coupletties. So if you're just to let you guys know, if you were wondering what coupletties are, they are just tortellini, and it's kind of like a soup. And we put it in like broth, so it's like a soup for Thanksgiving. But in this video, you won't see us making it into soup yet. You'll just see us making the dough, and then you'll see us like making the dough into little strips, so we can make the that's just my dog in the background. And we will be rolling the dough, and then we're going to put peen inside of it. And peen is just like, it's like meat with eggs. And there's a bunch of other stuff in it, but I kind of forget. And yeah, so it's going to be a really fun video, and I love making coupletties. So make sure you watch the whole video. And it won't be super long. I'll try to make it as short as I can. And if you want the recipe for them, just comment down below, and I'll just tell you what we kind of have inside of them. And I'll just tell you the recipe and what we use. Alright, so hope you enjoy this video. Let's get to it. First, we're going to make the dough. First, I'm going to put in 6 cups of flour.
Go to the 2 cup mark.
It's hard.
Can we help you?
Alright.
Is that 2 cups? Where is it?
No. Alright, wait, stop. It's a little over.
That's okay.
Alright, so we had 6 cups of flour. Now you're going to need 9 eggs, because this is the triple recipe. So if you wanted to just do one, just divide it by 3. So then we'd be using 2 cups of flour and only 3 eggs. But since we're tripling the recipe, we are using 9 eggs. Alright. And just so you know, I am making these with my grandmother. There she is.
How to put the eggs in the garbage disposal.
Next, you put in 1 tablespoon of salt. If you're tripling the recipe like I am, you'll put in 3. Now you'll need 4 tablespoons of water, but I am doing 12 because I'm tripling the recipe. 2, 3, 4. After you put in all your tablespoons of water, you're going to whisk them, and I just wanted to take a minute to let you see how cute this little whisk is. Alright, so you're just going to whisk.
Easy, because it flops out.
Oh, it's so hard to whisk. Oh my gosh. Next, in the middle of your flour, you're just going to make a hole, but make sure there's still flour at the bottom. Okay.
You're going to make it a little bit bigger.
Your hole should look somewhat like this. Next, you're going to pour a little bit in your hole, and then take some flour from the side and mix it with the eggs.
That's good.
And just keep doing little at a time until all of your eggs are mixed up with the flour. but make sure you do it slowly. So as of now, your flour and eggs and stuff should look like this. Next, you're just gonna knead the dough and get all of it very you gotta get it all mixed in.
Yeah, get it all mixed in, and then you're gonna dump it onto here. If the dough's a little sticky and you need to, or dry, you need to add a teeny bit of water, and then once you knead it, it's gonna all come together.
Now you're going to scoop your dough out all in one piece and put it on a floured surface. Now you have to knead your dough really good for 5 to about 6 or 7 minutes. Alright, so you should knead it like this. Make sure you get your palms in there and make sure you get some of the flour in there too. And get your fingers in there really good and you keep flipping it. Our dough is just about done, and we've been working on it for about 6 minutes. And for you, it might be quicker if you're just doing like a couple cups of. If you're doing like the one recipe, we're tripling the recipe, so it takes more time. But if you're like quadrupling the recipe or something like that, then it depends how much depends how much dough you want to make. But it depends kind of like how much dough you make to how much time it takes to knead it. But for us, if you triple the recipe, like us, it will take about 6 minutes. But like right now, it's about 7. So it will take 5 to 7 minutes, most likely. And it should look like this once you're done. And it shouldn't be all flaky, because if it's all flaky, that means it's not done yet. Now you're just going to add a little bit of olive oil. Just a little. Very tiny bit. And just kind of rub it around. So you have it on one side and you rub it around the top. And then you flip it over and you add just a little more. A tiny bit more. And then you just rub it on the top. And so once you have olive oil on it, you are done. But, well, almost done. The last thing you need to do in order for your dough to be ready is take a bowl and cover your dough. And you're going to keep it in under your bowl for about 30 minutes. Okay.
We're going to saute. For the recipe we had, I used 1 large for the 3.
Okay.
I used 1 large Vidalia onion.
Alright, so you're gonna need an onion, a Vidalia onion to make the king. And so we're making a little bit of king. So you're not making too much. And king is just the filling of the tortellini or coupletties, whatever you want to call it. And so I just wanted to let you know, after we make the king, then this video will be over, but it's only going to be part 1. There's going to be a part 2 that I am uploading tomorrow, and it will be us actually rolling the dough and making it into coupletties. So make sure, if you watch this video today, then make sure tomorrow you come back and you watch part 2. You're going to have some cut up onion, and you're going to have your pan that has some olive oil in it, and you're just going to saute your onions a little bit in the olive oil.
Once the onion is sauteed, you add the veal and pork. And for triple the recipe, I use about a pound, or 3/4 pound of pork and 3/4 pound of veal.
After you sauteed your onions well enough, you're going to brown the pork and veal with the onions. So once you're done browning the meat, this is what your filling should look like. Okay, so next you're going to add 1 egg, but since we're tripling the recipe, it's kind of double, kind of triple. We're only adding 2 eggs, not 3, we're adding 2. So if you are also tripling the recipe, only add 2 eggs. Next you're going to add some fresh parsley. So now for the seasonings, you're going to add some ground cinnamon, pepper, salt, ground nutmeg, and bell seasoning. Alright, so now we're going to add the salt and the pepper. Now we're going to add a little bit of cinnamon, just a tiny bit. Next, nutmeg. Sorry if it's a little hard to see. And lastly, bell seasoning. Just a teeny tiny bit. You don't need bell seasoning if you don't want to, but we just like to spice it up a little bit, so we add some bell seasoning. Next, you're going to add some cheese and breadcrumbs. First, the cheese. Just cover it with cheese, like kind of like frosting. But don't put too much cheese, but just put quite a bit of cheese. Now we're going to add breadcrumbs. And you're going to cover the cheese with breadcrumbs, but just make sure you put a lot of breadcrumbs in there.
Mix and see how it goes.
Alright, so next we're going to mix it. And this is the point where you can see how it mixes well, if it mixes well together. And we'll show you how it looks once we're done mixing. Okay, so if your peeing seems a little dry, just add a teeny tiny bit of water. And then you're just gonna mix the water in with it. Alright, so this is what our peeing looks like right now. And now we're going to taste it. Now we're tasting it and seeing if it needs any more of a certain ingredient. Needs a little more nutmeg. So after you add this up and just a teeny bit more bell seasoning. Alright, once you've added the ingredients you think you've missed, then just try it again. See if it's good.
Do you need any salt and pepper? Or is it okay?
I think it's good.
Okay.
And then you're just going to mix it again if you had to add any ingredients. Alright, so over time you might have to keep adding just a little bit of water until it looks moist and it's all stuck together like this. So after you add all of the ingredients you think you missed, so we actually ended up adding a couple more ingredients because we missed a couple more, and so and once we did that we tasted it and it tasted really good. We didn't miss the ingredients, we just didn't put enough of it in. So after we tasted it, it tasted good now. It tasted like peeing should taste. And so now the mixing is done. Okay, so now your peeing is done. So you're just going to you're just going to put some saran wrap on top of your peeing bowl and stick it in the fridge for a couple of minutes or until you need it. Watch tomorrow's video. I am uploading a video tomorrow, and part 2, and I will be rolling the dough tomorrow. So make sure you watch that. Please comment, like, and subscribe to this video. Bye!